Hey everybody, this is Casey. I hope you are doing well this Wednesday, early morning. I want to take a look at GBPJPY. And for those of you who are new to the channel, I do a multi-time frame analysis, and that helps me determine what is going on the higher time frame in order to determine how I'm going to execute on the lower time frame. So what I'm doing right now is, for people who are new, I'm just going to show you what I look for on every time frame. And what I'm drawing is a 5 candle formation. It's called a swing high. It's 5 candles with a high center point, 2 candles to the left that are lower and 2 candles to the right that are lower. Kind of looks like an arrow. And then I also look for swing lows. And I do this going through each time frame. And I do it because it shows me the high probability areas where price has the potential to reverse. So that's what we're going to do. Now, today I am utilizing Smart Trader, which I really like because my methodology is heavily fib based, and it takes the guesswork out of where to place the fib. Sometimes you think you know how it's supposed to gonna go, and the fib may be something totally different, or it should be placed totally different than what you've mapped out. I know I have fallen victim to it, and it just takes further studying. So I think it's a good tool for that. It takes the guesswork out of it. It reduces the amount of errors. It's computer generated and it's based off of math. And so that's what I'm going to use here in this demonstration. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start my process. I am on, if you want to use Smart Trader, you can. The link is below. You can try it out for 30 days for just under $5, I believe it is. It's pretty sweet. You should take a look. But right now I'm going to go through and I'm going to identify my highs and lows. So if I look right here, we've got that formation that I just drew as a swing low. You got a low center candle, and then you got 2 candles to the left that are higher and 2 candles to the right that are higher. So technically, by definition, this qualifies as a swing low. So I'm going to go ahead, put my weekly here. I'm going to make this a little bit thicker. I realize that you guys can't see. You can't see what I'm drawing a lot of times. So, okay. So I'm looking at this and I'm trying to find my last high. And we've blown past this level here, which is a level, but it's not the highest point. So on the higher time frame, I'm looking for my high and my low. So the last high we have on this time frame, last swing high we have on this time frame, is right around excuse me, 164. Now, a lot of people get caught up in, what year should I look back at? What year should I look back up? Like, cover this up. Act like this doesn't even exist and focus solely just on structure. That'll help you out a lot. So, okay, so we've identified that. I'm going to go down to the daily and I'm looking for the same thing again. And so I'm looking for my last swing high. And it looks like we got it right at 160 or just below, a couple pips below, maybe 20 pips below. So I'm going to change this over because I am on the daily. And let me make this thicker again. And then from the low, I'm looking for my next significant area, my next significant. So I got a low, I got a high, and then another low. So let me zoom in so you can see it. A low, and then another high, and then another low. Now, I want to choose areas, though, that are significant, meaning that there has been a lot of action on. And so I'll put this in here, but I'm actually going to put, one here. And if we look left, now we picked that based off of this, but if we look left, we picked it based off of this right here. Now, if we look left, what do we have? Support right at this line. Keep going left. Yeah, keep going left, support. And I guarantee you that at some point this level was resistance if I were to continue left. But on a smaller time frame. We're in a higher time frame. So let me see. I'm gonna go down to the 4 hour. Let me zoom out. Oh, there's so much going on. Yeah, I see a couple of potential levels that we got going on here. And I'm looking just at the past earlier this year. So I got a couple levels I want to choose. I like this. So I'm going to change this over to 4 hour. This should be gray. We'll make it a little thicker so you guys can see. I like this level. And then I also like this level here. There is a level here as well. But right now, I'm only going to focus on these because we're so far up here. Now, I'm also going to mark this. And here, but I'm going to wait till I go down. I'm going to go down to the lower time frame to do the other. Yeah, I like right here. So this is past resistance, future support. So let's drop this here and then let's change this over to hourly and mark this as 3. Cool. This thing has been like, it looked like it was ranging for a while between, what is this, 153 and 149. This should actually be a level, so I should probably move this up based off of most recent price. Okay, so it's been ranging for a while. I'm gonna take my smart fib. I want to see if we have hit some sort of extension on here. Okay, so where price currently is right now. So we have an A, we have a B boundary, we have a less than a 23.6 retracement. And a lot of times when we see that happen, we see that there is not enough momentum to carry price to this red level here. And so the levels on the Fibonacci are color coded because these are the retracement levels. These are the matching or correlating extensions. And so in theory, if price retraces to one of these red levels, you would anticipate to take profit at the red level. And so we barely hit. I don't even think we did hit. We didn't hit the 23.6 retracement level. And so we see that price is like dancing around here. I want to go back because this should have been identified. This is technically, well, on the 4 hour, we don't have a high yet because we don't have 2 candles to the left that are fully formed to consider this a high. So I don't have that yet, but let me go down to the 1 hour. And on the 1 hour, let me see if this recognizes this as a high. I'm gonna go grab my smart resistance. It does. Yeah. So technically, by technical definition, this meets the qualification to be called a swing high. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to mark it out. And that's also what I like about Smart Trader. It has the smart resistance, smart support. So if you're ever in doubt on that, it'll show you. All you have to do is ask it. So that's pretty cool. That's an hour. So let me put this down. Okay, so that's intermediate. Now I think this is really interesting that we identified this level based off of visual swing high and swing low. This gray level, this gray level right here. And if you look to the left on that fib that we placed, this is also the, what was this on? Let me see. It's red. So that's it's gray. So that's the 4 hour. It's the 4 hour 38 too. And so what I was explaining is that when we see like that shallow retracement and then that push and price doesn't have enough momentum to carry it to that matching D extension for the red D extension, the 618, we'll typically see price come back and do deeper retracement before making its move to the upside to finish that move. So I want to draw a trend line, smart trend line. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, so I just drew that out, and then I'm gonna draw it here as well. But that looks ugly. I know I like a neat chart, so I'm gonna get rid of this one and probably do it manually. So I drew the trend line and I drew from swing low to swing low. And so now I'm going to draw from the last touch to the next touch without cutting through candles. Let's see what we, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. And I'm going to turn this a different color. So I draw straight out and then I go to touch. And so, and this may be, let me turn this, where's my color thing, my window? Okay, I'm gonna turn this gray and then I'm gonna bring it down because it's too thick. And I'm just looking. Let me go down to the 1 hour. Ooh, these smart trend lines on this lower time frame. I should have copied it down, traced it down. So I have to do it again manually so that it looks the way that I want it to look. So I'm just gonna grab my trend line tool. I'm gonna start at the swing low. I'm gonna take it out and then take it up. And as soon as I get a touch, I'm gonna stop. So I have a touch right here. Then I'm gonna take my next trend line and I'm gonna start from the swing low and I'm gonna go until it touch. And I don't want to cut through candles. And then I'm gonna stop. So that's what, so it looks like we have a break. It doesn't look to be a pretty strong, well, actually I take that back. You have a break right here. So on the upside, we have hit this. This is a setup where I anticipate a potential deeper retracement before we see price try to finish either that move to the upside and that matching extension, or we may see a reversal. So I highlight these areas because this is ideally where I would like to see price come to. I want to see it come to at least the 38.2, or I want to see it come to the 61.8. And so before I see this move to this 159.715, right? And so I'm sorry, y'all. I am just looking to see, and I want to draw out because we do, it looks like we do on the hour have a break of this trend line. But let me see if I could put, I don't think I could put a fib on it because it hasn't formed, or it may have. I don't think it's formed a swing low. No, and let me put a smart support. Okay, so this is the low. Let me go back. There we go. Okay. So we may see something like this. Now that we've got that low, we may see price come back and retest. Let me draw this out. What was that, a 4? We may see price come back and retest and see a move like this. That's not pretty, huh? Let me try to fix this. Okay. This was drawn on a different time frame, and I don't know which one. It won't let me edit. Oh, there we go. Okay. Y'all know I'm a stickler about my charts. So I'm thinking we may see something like this. If price does go back and test the backside of that trend line, which is what I've tried my best to illustrate right here. Move that up. That's what I've tried my best. So the reason I did it like this was because we do have a current fib sequence right here. And typically, like, it doesn't matter like what time frame you're on, how small the move is, like the principles remain the same. Like I want to see price come back to this 618 area potentially. Now that it's formed a high and a low, if this is truly meant for a down move, I want to see a retracement back to the 618 area, and then I want to see price make that move to the downside. And so, of course, it won't move straight like this. You'll probably have something. Hold on. Uh-oh. I'm over here making a mess this morning on this chart. Okay, let me move this down because this is not where we had it. We had it there. And what I'm trying to edit and illustrate is how I would anticipate that price would move. And I'm just going to take out my my fib just to help me do this a little bit better. We may get something like this. Maybe. So let me get my line tool, my trend line. And then after this potential move, you know, we may see price make its way on down. And I'm using like a manual tool just to help me speculate. Now, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen exactly, and like this is guaranteed what might happen. But I like to just map out what I may potentially see. Now, let's see. Now that would make sense. Now I can't speculate the market. I don't know how to say this any differently. This is just, you know, what I think might happen. And we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Or you can get a pullback all the way up to that 786 and then get this move down. It'll be interesting. But this level, this 38.2 level aligns with this outer trend line too. So we may get a move down on that trend line and then see price reject off of it and then see, you know, that move to the upside to finish around that 159 maybe. But this is, you know, this might be headed to 160. But that's my thoughts on it. We'll see how it plays out. But I think that we're definitely at least coming back to the 38.2 because we did get that break of that inner trend line. And so now just waiting on a pullback to look for a potential entry, a pullback and a swing high. Let me say that, not just a pullback, but a pullback and a swing high on the lower time frame and look for a potential entry. This is a decent setup you're looking at. Uh-oh. I'm over here messing up. Didn't I say that earlier? It's too early. Okay. Yeah, this is like 200 pips, just under 200 pip opportunity. And then, like I said, again, we may see price break through and come on down to the 618 before we see what it's going to do. So that's my speculative idea. And remember that unfortunately we can't control the market. So you'll always have to trade what it is that you see and not what you want to happen. This would be great, but of course I'm just going to be paying attention to what's going on in order to determine my moves. So anywho, I appreciate you all watching. And if this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I try to put out content on a pretty regular basis. And I'd love for you to join us. If you're looking for a group of traders, like-minded individuals who are wanting to learn, trading without the hype and the fluff, you are more than welcome to join our If you are looking for a group of like-minded individuals and you're looking to learn how to trade and a resource with solid information, I encourage you to click the link below the video description and join our no-cost forex mastermind group. You'll fill out the form. You'll get an email. Please check your spam filter before emailing and saying you didn't receive the link. You'll receive a link and then you can access the group. So I appreciate you guys for watching. If this video was helpful, let me know. I am curious about your thoughts on this pair. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Are you waiting for the buy setup, the big buy setup? What are you doing on this? Comment below. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.